Om Shanti. This is Sakar Murli of 7th June 2023. Essence. Sweet children, you have to renounce the entire old world, including your bodies, because you have now found the true path to the guide. Question. According to God's plan, what task to be filled with the benefit? Answer. The task of great destruction, through which the entire unlimited old world will be destroyed, is filled with the benefit. Human beings consider that task to be most harmful, but the Father says the entire world will be sacrificed in the sacrificial fire of knowledge that you have created. Then the new world will come. Song. Salutations to Shiva. Om Shanti. You children heard the song. Those prizes was this, that of the mother and father, that is prize of the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. He is God, the highest on high. He is God the Father, the highest on high. God is called the Father. Though whose Father? The Father of all the human beings of the world. He is the unlimited Father, since He is called the Father. He is also the Creator. He is the creator of the human world. In fact, all human beings have two fathers. Laukik Father, the one worldly, and the other Parlokik Father, the Father of souls. A worldly souls create a physical body for the soul. Souls are incorporeal. The place where souls reside in the incorporeal world, which is also called the world of the Brahma. Here all souls have received the bodies in order to play his part. The secret of the drama have to be understood very clearly. You know that the price of the God. The Father is unique. They also sing, O God, the Father. The Father is seeds of the human world. This tree is the inverted. The Father, the seeds is up above. When they say, O God, the Father, their visions goes upward. The Father of all souls is the one Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. His paradise is the highest of all, but human beings do not understand anything at all. The human of the Father of all souls is the incorporeal Father, and the corporeal Father is Prajapita Brahma, who is also called the Adidev, Mahavir and Adam. It is through him that the incorporeal Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, creates the human world. A father can never be infinite. A worldly father creates a creation. He adopted a wife and they creates children. Therefore, he is called the Father. A father can never be omnipresent or infinite. Children receive an inheritance from their father. Therefore, an incorporeal Supreme Father, Supreme Soul is the unlimited Father of all souls. This has to be understood. God is one. The Father is the one soul. Have one forgotten that Father? By forgetting the Father, all human beings have become orphans because of not knowing the Father. They remember the paradise, that is His creation, and the brothers and sisters. Having forgotten the Father, they fight and quarrel among themselves. They have become orphans. The incorporeal inheritance can only have to receive from the Father. Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar are also the creation. Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar are the residents of the substral region, the supreme religion where the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, residence is above the substral region. We souls are also residents of that place. The soul says that incorporeal world is the sweet, godly Father home. You have to know these words. There are three words: the incorporeal world, the substral region, and the corporeal world. The Father is the highest on high. The Supreme Father, Supreme Soul is Karan Karavan or the creator and the director. He first creates Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. Then through Brahma he adapts the mouth-born creation. The Brahma Kumars and Kumaris Adi Dev is shown in the Diwali temple. Your memorial also shown in your sitting down in drop doing the tapasya. That is the memorial of those who changing the Bharat from the impure to pure. There is only the one bridegroom of the all of the brides. Jagadamba and Jagat Pita are they definitely sitting in the temple and doing the tapasya of Raj Yoga. God speaks, I sit to teach you Raj Yoga through the body of the Brahma. Jagadamba is also there. There is the Prajapita along with the Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. There are also the half Kumaris. Those who log after the temple don't know who is the Kumaris and or of Kumaris are. Surely they must be the children of Jagadamba and Jagatpita. He sits and teaches you all Raj Yoga. He also explains how he first creates Brahma. I enter the ordinary body during this stage of the retirement. Therefore, this one is Adidev, whose children is Prajapita Brahma, the one who is called the Mahavir. The father sits here and explains, I enter the body of his Brahma. His name is Siva. It is not that Baba doesn't come at all. It has been remembered that God comes at the time when there is deformation of religion. At this time, the world is impure. You have to understand how the world become pure. Baba explains, I am the one who grants salvation. The river Gange cannot be called the bestower of liberation of salvation. It is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, who is the purifier. That heavenly God, the Father, established the heaven himself. Since we are his children, why should we have to receive our inheritance of the heaven from God, the Father? This time, something is to be understood. The memorial of the accomplished portrait in the Diwali temple. You are sitting down and doing tapasya and above the memorial of the heaven. The deities exist in Bharat. The Father definitely come to purify the impure. He says, I come at the confluence of every cycle. The confluence age is the occupation of the age. It is at the end of the iron age that I come and establish the golden age. The Father sits here and explains that He is the beyond the birth and death. Human beings are not God. Human beings takes 84 births. You children know that this is the land of death. The godly students age of the called the land of immortality. This is the very depth of hell, where all human beings continue to beat one another. Bharat was pure and the deities used to rule there. The Father comes into the impure world and impure body. Surely the Father could have to come in the body of the lost birth of the one who comes at the beginning of the golden age. It has to be remembered that the soul and the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul has been separated for the long period of time. There is a full calculation of this. In the beginning there was, and those who belongs to the original eternal deity religion. They are the ones who takes 84 births. Those of the Islam and the Buddhism cannot take 84 births. Bharat is the birthplace of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul of all of the lands. Bharat is the highest land. However, it is now the iron age. Baba has explained that this is the all imperishable world drama which can never be destroyed. The history of the geography of the world repeated. Those who understand this knowledge and spin off discussion of self-realization are the ones who comes under the rule of the globe. There were no another religion where there was the kingdom of the deities of the Bharat. There was only the new kingdom of the deities of the new Bharat. It was the kingdom of the world almighty authority. No one could conquer them. Sri Lakshmi and Narayan were the masters of the whole world. The one who made them into the masters of the world must surely have been created of the world. He is the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. God is the Father. At this time, there is no name or trace of the deities. There are simply imagination of the deities, but one knows their occupation. At this time, the government has no power left. There won't be no their religion. It is said, religion is might. The Father established religion. He is called the Almighty Authority. Therefore, God the Father is the Father, and because He is the knowledgeful, He is also called the Teacher because He is the Purifier. He is also called Sadguru. He doesn't have the Father of His own. He is the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, Supreme Teacher because He is the knowledgeful. No human beings has the knowledge of the human beings. The beginning, middle, or the end of the drama. There is the only the one who grants salvation to all. He doesn't have a guru. He is the unlimited Father, the unlimited Teacher, and unlimited Sadguru. The Father explains that the Bharat has now become the poverty-stricken and the impure. It is Maya, Ravan, that makes into the pure. Bharat is now a devilish kingdom. In the golden age, it used to be divine kingdom. It is called heaven. Bharat is the highest on high, imperishable land. It is the birthplace of the imperishable Father. The land of Bharat was the never be destroyed. All others will be destroyed. Therefore, the Father has been the part of the drama of the purified, the impure world of the establishment of the original eternal religion. He inspires the destination of the destruction of the imperishable religion through the samskar. This destruction is not harmful. This is the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra, from which the flames of the destruction of the ignorant. The Father says, I, the incorporeal one, am the creator of the Gita, the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. People have put Sri Krishna's name. God speaks, I teach you Raj Yoga. You are Raj Yogi. You Raj Yogis have to be renounce the entire old world, everything including your bodies. I become the guide and take everyone's back. The Father is the one who liberates everyone from the sorrow. For half a cycle there is devotion, the kingdom of Ravan. On the half a cycle it is kingdom of Rama. It is the Father, not a human being, who sits here and explains this. The Father is now taking to the souls. The Father explains, children, this is your household path. When there was the purity in the Bharat, there was also peace and purity. Now there is no purity, and so there is no peace and prosperity entire. All the diseases of the unhappy. Bharat is the now a land of sorrow. Bharat was once a land of happiness. Now the Father says, children, you have to yoga for me, and first you should have the faith that is the souls of not the Supreme Soul, Supreme Fathers. Supreme Soul prize the extremely great. All of you were also pure in the golden age, and where you have now impure. There are the castes, Brahmin deities and warriors, merchant and Sudra. You are Brahmins, children of Prajapita Brahma, who give birth to Adidev Brahma. The father says, I enter. This one is named with Brahma. I have adopted this one. This one is the lucky chariot. It is through this one is that I enable you to gain victory over Maya. However, there is no other battlefield. You are now violate. There are two types of violence. One is the violence of the sword and the lust of the others of the violence of the wound of killing. Baba says lust is the greatest enemy. Through this you have to receive sorrow from the beginning through the middle to the end. The kingdom of Ravan begins in the copper age when the night of the Brahma begins. This confluence age is the most benevolent age. Later you begin to be destroyed. From the deities of the warriors, from the warriors to merchants, and you have to go to into the Sudras clan. Those who belongs to the Brahmin religion will again come to the Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. The father explains Bharat was the land of liberation in life and it is now the land of bondage in life. Baba comes to grant liberation in life is the second. Bharat receives the inheritance of unlimited happiness from the father every cycle. No human beings can give another human beings to the inheritance of the liberation or the liberation in life. There is the only the one Sadguru who takes you beyond. You are the becoming the masters of the world through the Father, the creator of the world. The Father says, I am altruistic. I make you into the masters of the world through Brahma, and I have to go to seek the retirement. It has been remembered that everyone remembers the God at the time of the suffering, that no one is remembered this time of the happiness. At the devotees, how remember one God? They then say that He is the omnipresent, and so how can they be devotees? The knowledge of the wrong. The Father creates the mouth-born creation. You are the mouth-born children of the Prajapita Brahma. Those Brahmins take through the sing. They are the physical guides, whereas you are the spiritual guides. They guide you, the Father says, all our souls. Remember me, your Father. The Father must never be forgotten. How could you receive your inheritance? If you forget the Father says, remember me alone. All the rest of the creation, you cannot be received the inheritance from them. Acha. To the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father. The father, Bap Dada, the spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharanam. First point. Understand the significance of the drama very clearly and play your part accordingly. You now belongs to the Father, the Lord of the Master. Therefore, you must never fight or quarrel among yourself. Second point. The Father becomes the guide of takes everyone back home. Now forget everything, including your body, and you only remember the one Father. Blessing. May you experience help of the every step with the thought of my Baba and have the intellect with faith. According to the drama, those who intellect has been complete faith and have the thoughts of their hearts. The Father is mine and I belongs to the Father. Such children automatically receive help. Simply say with the honest heart, my Baba, and you will continue to explain help from the experience, the help from every step. Nothing can stop those children who have unbroken love for the Father. The Father's love takes you beyond everything. They continue to fly. Slogan. Constantly stay within the Father's light and might, and Maya will not then be able to stay in front of you. Om Shanti.